Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and share your comments about the exciting end of the story. The Pantheon Protocol. Let the story begin. Commander Raine Thatcher stood at the helm of the UHC frigate Horizon, her eyes scanning the distant silhouette of a derelict alien structure on the planet's surface. The Andromeda sector pulsed with energy beneath the red-hued sky, casting eerie shadows across the ship's deck. "Lieutenant Harlow, status report," Raine ordered. Jax Harlow, a tall, broad-shouldered officer with a perpetual hint of a smile, responded promptly. "All systems are green, Commander. Dr. Vargas is finalizing her equipment to analyze the ruins. We're ready for deployment." Raine nodded, her gaze still fixed on the alien edifice. "Good. We need to move quickly. Whatever's down there could change everything." She turned to face the crew. "Remember, this mission is strictly recon. Get in, gather intel, and get out." Dr. Elena Vargas, a slender woman with sharp eyes and an even sharper mind, approached, adjusting her goggles. "I've decoded part of the codex already. It speaks of a Pantheon protocol. We must be careful. This isn't just another relic. It's a game changer." Raine's jaw tightened, determination hardening her features. "We'll be cautious. Let's move out." The team descended to the planet's surface, bathed in the fading light of the alien sun. As they approached the entrance, an uneasy silence enveloped them, the weight of the unknown pressing down. Raine took a deep breath, feeling the gravity of the moment. "Stay sharp, everyone. We're treading on ancient ground." Raine walked into the dimly lit research lab on the horizon, where Dr. Vargas was hunched over the alien codex, her fingers dancing over holographic screens. The hum of the ship's engines, barely audible, provided a steady backdrop. "Elena, what have you found?" Raine asked, leaning over the scientist's shoulder. Dr. Vargas looked up, her eyes brimming with excitement and fear. "The codex is incredible. It details a procedure to unlock psychic abilities in humans. But there's a catch, a warning about grave consequences." Before Raine could respond, a commotion erupted outside. Lieutenant Harlow burst in, his face pale. "Commander, we have a situation. Unidentified ships are attacking Colony Delta." Raine's heart raced. "Prepare the ship for immediate departure. Elena, grab what you can. We'll decode the rest later." As the team hurried to their stations, Raine glanced at the screen showing the besieged colony. Flames leapt skyward and distress signals blared. The alien ships, sleek and ominous, bore marks unknown to them. They arrived at Delta to chaos. Raine directed her squad to engage the attackers. Harlow, firing at the intruders, shouted, "These aren't random raiders, they're organized." Raine nodded grimly. They knew exactly where to strike. "This isn't a coincidence. Secure the area and gather any survivors. We need answers." The attackers retreated, leaving the colony in ruins. Raine stood among the wreckage, her fists clenched. "Elena, decode that codex faster. I have a feeling we're going to need those abilities sooner than we thought." Raine paced the command center of the horizon, the dim overhead lights casting long shadows. Screens displayed images of the Acer attacks, each one more devastating than the last. Her team looked battered but resolute, each member reflecting the same determination etched deeply into her own face. "Commander, the Acer have hit 2 more colonies. We're spread thin," Harlow reported, his voice tinged with frustration. Dr. Vargas stormed in, clutching a datapad. "I've done it. The codex is fully decoded. The Pantheon protocol taps into latent psychic energy, but it warns of unleashing destructive forces. We must be careful." Raine's eyes narrowed. "Destructive or not, we need every edge we can get. Elena, start the procedure on me. We don't have time for caution. We're already in the storm." Dr. Vargas hesitated, then nodded. "Follow me to the medbay." As Raine lay on the metallic table, the room hummed with energy. Elena's deft fingers moved in a blur, activating the protocol. Energy surged through Raine, her body convulsing, senses heightening. She felt power bloom within her, intoxicating and fierce. Moments later, she stood, catching her breath. "We need to test this power, and fast." Harlow handed Raine a plasma rifle. "Acer scouts sighted near the asteroid belt. Could be a trap." Raine smirked, energy crackling at her fingertips. "Let's spring it then." They launched toward the asteroid belt, the horizon gliding through space. The first scout ship appeared, and Raine extended her hand. Energy bolts shot forward, shredding the enemy vessel. Harlow's eyes widened. "Commander, that was incredible." Raine nodded, feeling the rush of power. "It's just the beginning. Let's finish this." Mars loomed large outside the viewport, its red surface scarred by recent battles. Raine stood on the bridge, staring at the devastated colony below. Her new abilities hummed within her, a constant reminder of the power she now wielded. Lieutenant Harlow joined her, his face serious. "Commander, Tyr's forces are massing near Olympus Mons. It's now or never." Raine nodded, the weight of her responsibility heavy on her shoulders. "Prepare the troops. This is our last stand." In the landing bay, Dr. Vargas approached, concern etched in her eyes. "Raine, remember to control the power. It's a tool, not a weapon." Raine placed a reassuring hand on Vargas's shoulder. "I understand, Elena. I'll be careful." The UHC forces landed on Mars, the ground trembling beneath their feet. The sky darkened as Aesir ships descended, ominous and unyielding. Tyr himself stood at the forefront, a towering figure radiating malice. Raine stepped forward, energy crackling in her hands. "Tyr, this ends now." Tyr laughed, a chilling sound. "You think you can control the power you've unleashed? Foolish human." Without warning, Tyr lunged. Raine raised her hands, a barrier of psychic energy deflecting his attack. The ground shook as they clashed, each strike reverberating with raw power. Raine focused, drawing on the depths of the Pantheon protocol. She channeled energy into a concentrated blast, directing it at Tyr. Tyr staggered, his expression one of surprise and fury. "You dare defy a god?" Raine's voice was firm, unwavering. "We are not your playthings. We are human, and we will fight." With one final surge of power, Raine unleashed a torrent of energy, engulfing Tyr. The air crackled with intensity, and then silence. Tyr lay defeated, his forces in disarray. Harlow's voice broke the stillness. "Raine, you did it!" Raine looked around at her team, battered but unbeaten. "This isn't just my victory, it's ours. Now let's rebuild what they've tried to destroy." The horizon orbited Mars, the silence of space contrasting with the bustling activity inside. Raine stood on the observation deck, gazing at the rebuilding efforts below. Her mind raced with new challenges that lay ahead. Harlow walked up beside her, his face a mix of relief and trepidation. Colonies are reporting stability, but the Aesir left behind chaos. Supplies are running low, and infrastructure is fragile. Raine sighed, the weight of leadership pressing on her shoulders. "We'll manage. We always do. Any word from the Council?" Harlow shook his head. "They want a full report on the Pantheon protocol. They're nervous about the power we've unlocked." Dr. Vargas entered, a datapad in hand. "Raine, I've been analyzing the long-term effects of the protocol. It's sustainable, but requires strict mental discipline. There are risks of overuse." Raine looked at her old friend, gratitude in her eyes. "Thank you, Elena. I'll tread carefully, but we need this edge." Suddenly an alarm blared. Harlow's comm unit buzzed with urgency. "Commander, unidentified ships detected on the edge of the solar system. They're not Aesir." Raine tensed, eyes narrowing. "Sound the alert. Prepare for contact. Let's see who else is interested in our little corner of the galaxy." Minutes later, the unidentified ships hailed the horizon. Their screens lit up with the image of a new alien race, speaking in a language the translators struggled to keep up with. The alien leader's eyes were intelligent, assessing. "This is Commander Raine Thatcher of the United Human Coalition. State your intentions," Raine said, her tone firm. The alien leader responded, their voice calm but powerful. "We are the Orient. We've observed your recent victories. We seek an alliance. There are greater threats in this galaxy than the Aesir." Raine exchanged glances with Harlow and Vargas. "We're listening, but understand, we won't trade one tyrant for another." The Orient leader nodded. "Agreed. We have much to discuss. Let us meet and forge a path forward." Raine felt a new surge of determination. "Prepare a delegation. If these Orient are sincere, we may have just found valuable allies, but we trust no one blindly." As the horizon prepared to dock with the Orient ship, Raine looked out at the stars, the vast unknown stretching before them. Humanity's fight was far from over, but with new allies, they were no longer alone in the cosmos.